and then that is the center, right? Yeah. Okay, what else? But if you want to tell me somewhere else, how will you tell me?
Somewhere else.
Left.
2, 1, 3. How would you do it if it was a paper? So let me ignore this and not take a paper.
I didn't hear.
So let me take a paper.
Better touch it and show, no?
So one way you can touch and show, right? Correct? So you can touch and show me and say
This has a scale.
2 and 2 and we get the center. But suppose you want to draw somewhere else, how will you shape?
Side.
Side.
Right side.
So how is side? Side.
Salpa more.
No, I'll touch and show. You keep pointing like this.
So you can touch and show. But when you're drawing it on a computer, you can in some cases touch and show. Or in some cases.
Some of the old computer you can touch.
Or in this also you can move and show. Or computers, or even in maths, there is something called geometry or Cartesian. Okay, let's say there is, what they'll do is they'll take this paper and they'll divide it into, as we were doing rows and columns, they'll say, okay, there's 1, 2, 3 pixels. They'll say pixels, and it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to let's say
500.
800. Okay.
500 by 400.
Your co-facilitator is very excited.
So they're basically saying that every dot on this is a pixel. You understand pixel?
Yeah. No, I don't. It's
I
like
understand.
it's in phones.
So
It's like a
when you measure this paper, you would say how big is this paper? You'll use a ruler. Can you use a ruler? And you'll say
Scale.
this is, let's scale. And you say 12 inches,
A4 size.
right? Or you'll say that 12 के अंदर एक छोटा और होगा, एक और छोटा, will be like 1 millimeter.
This is scale behind.
This scale behind.
That's a great.
5 centimeter.
Let's say this is 5 centimeter and this is 5 centimeter. What else do you need to tell me?
And end, where to end?
Where to end? So how big the rectangle is, right? So you need to,
Ellipse or whatever.
yeah. So you can have any shape. Let's start with the rectangle. So you need to tell me either the center, either the corner or the center of the rectangle, and you'll tell me that this is say 2 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Once you tell me, I can draw it on paper.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how the rectangle at this point, either the corner or the center, you'll tell them, and this big, and that's why.
And the canvas will be something near 400 or 500.
And the canvas can be any size you want. So 400, 500, 1000, anything you want. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you want to draw a circle, what will we tell?
This
Draw a circle.
center and we tell the radius.
So you have to tell it first where the center is.
Yeah.
So that is, say, let's say 10, 10. I'm coming 10, 10 centimeter and let's say 2 centimeter. And then you say how big the circle is.
It's radius.
It's
10 by
radius.
2.
Yeah. You can tell the diameter.
So what they typically say in 10 centimeter, they don't tell a circle, they'll say ellipse, which is what Siddharth was saying. Ellipse is like a circle but little squashed,
Yeah.
a little long. So this is an ellipse or this is an ellipse.
And rectangle is red.
So
This is red.
this is right.
A cricket field is an ellipse.
Correct. Or an oval as you call it.
Yeah, it's called oval.
So what you tell in a circle is you tell it what's the center and you tell it how big this is, how big that is. So once you tell these two, it will draw an ellipse. Or a
And where you want it.
But if you tell these two equal, then you get a circle.
Correct. If you tell these two equal, then you get a
Square.
square. Okay? Everybody understood?
Triangle also it takes.
Yeah.
So we won't do the visual, we'll do something visual
Yeah.
rather than the writing on it. Is that okay, sir? The note box. What do you do?
Paint.
Take
some paint. Crayons. Mix it.
And mix
Crayons,
it.
wax.
And what color do you get?
Crayons and
Another
make it
color.
and put mix color crayons and make wax.
So watercolor, wax color, you mix them, you get color, right? And what colors do you get?
A different, like orange, purple, green.
So if you have to get
There
orange,
are
what do you
few
do?
basic
Even
black
blue
ones.
What are the
get.
few basic
If you
colors?
want yellow,
Blue, you
there are
can't
three
get
basic
by
colors.
mistake.
If you want to get pink,
Three primary
if you want
You
to
can't
get
get
pink,
so
then
many at the same time.
if you want to get pink, you can put white and red. Then
It becomes
there are four which you
cannot make.
Three.
No, like white,
White.
also you can't make. Yeah, but it's not. It's still
it's not in the primary colors, but you can't make.
Can't make white. You make
Except you have a white paper and you don't
can't make black.
Black you can make with all three mixed.
black. So painting color.
With all the colors in
Mix it.
Black, right. So color, when we mix like this, it's called addition. And in addition colors, if you add the primary three colors, red, green and blue, you'll get black, as she's saying.
yellow.
Is it red, yellow?
The computer.
No, computer is also
It's
red.
red, yellow, and
Okay, so that's one way of doing coloring, which is what you do when you mix colors. You add colors. This is another way to make colors. Subtract. How do we? No, this subtract. Yeah, kind of. Okay. What have you ever played with flash colors lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there, have you,
You can remove one color.
we can do one experiment in the night. We will take three
I have
flashlights,
a laser. 3 colors.
three colors at the same time.
You can't put at the same time, but you hold one on top of other.
We can take three flashlights and put a paper on it of three different colors.
We have three
Red,
different
green
colors.
and blue. And then you mix and you see what lights come. So if you mix red and
Even
green
I have
lights,
those 3 colors laser papers.
right? So we'll try in the night. So what happens in the computer is, because we're not adding color, the computer is sending light. And it sends three types of light: red, green and blue. And we can mix those three
Green.
lights to get different colors. If you mix all of them, you'll get
Green or yellow?
black. No. In color, if you
White.
mix, you get black. If you mix all of them, you get white.
Yeah.
If you make no light, then you get black.
Black.
So that's why mixing color by hand is different from mixing
I
color.
think even when you keep a prism in the light,
Yeah.
then you can see
What
that.
is a print?
That's why white is not a
Ah,
primary
so
color,
this is
because
not-
white can be made through light.
White can be made through light, but white cannot be made, as you rightly framed, by
With
mixing
mixing.
colors.
Yeah.
So those are two different. You understood? We'll do in the night,
Unless you have white paint.
unless you're white. Okay, so now if you want to color this, what will we say? What will you tell me?
Mix.
Color. What will you color?
Red.
Color what? What should I color? Fill. What is fill? What should I?
Fill this area with some.
So fill the inside with some color.
Yeah.
Okay, so red color. You say fill this inside with red.
That's not red.
Yeah. Okay.
God.
So I should use.
Should I get the crayons?
No, it's okay.
Ah.
Imagine.
Imagine. No, we like. So
Should
what
I
else?
get-
What else can be colored? Siddharth, tell them what else can be colored.
The bag.
Outside.
Outside.
The line.
Oh, okay,
the
line.
The line can also be colored, right?
The background.
This line. The
Line of
The
the
background also can be colored.
line of the charcoal.
stroke.
So the background can also be colored. Somebody is saying.
I'm
That
sure.
is also true.
Need some colors.
So, if somebody says we have to color, you'll say, I want to color this red. So, but it's now okay, red?
I didn't tell Ayush to. I told.
Okay, Ayush, is it okay now?
Yeah. Yeah.
So then Ayush tell, this is red. Somebody said background.
Oh, yeah, my
We may do
video.
background, I don't know whether we... We'll say the background has to be green. So everything else outside has to be green. I won't do the whole paper. But the background is green. And then you would say
The
line.
line.
the line.
Stroke.
Stroke.
I just learned it. Yes.
So this is stroke.
And if you can make it, you can also give it that make it the thick stroke.
Correct. So you can say it's very thick. I want it like so
Motu one.
thick that, you know, it is so big.
And if it's very thick, it might even cover the square color.
Correct. So you can make it very thick on it. Correct? So
You
now,
can even leave it this tiny dot.
yeah, very tiny, as much as you want. So you can make the stroke very big, nearly as big as if you make the stroke half as big as the rectangle, then it'll cover everything.